In this question, how does your media product represent different social groups? I'll look at how my characters' age, race, ethnic groups all represent the social groups they're from. This is when we first see the murderer. As you can see, he is a white male and looks to be middle-early 20s. He also wears a Star of David, which shows he is Jewish. Here we learn more about the social class of the murderer. We can see that his bathroom's nice, therefore he must be wealthy, be from a higher social class. We can also tell that he's from a white ethnic English background, as the film is based in England. So overall, I believe that the audience will be surprised of the characteristics of the murderer, as the usual stereotype of a murderer is that they're usually from a lower class and not so wealthy, etc. We will now look at the first female victim. Here we see the victim for the first time, and we can see that it's a female, and although it's dark lighting, she is a white female. We're not too sure on her age, but she looks to be middle-aged or maybe another young adult. Her ethnicity and culture we're not too sure of again, but we know she's from the same country as the murderer, and we know his culture and ethnicity, so perhaps they're within the same category. So from that last scene we can see that the murderer obviously kills the female victim. So the audience may react in two ways. The first is that they saw it coming, an attractive young girl being killed by the murderer, or the other way is that they didn't see it coming, and that why would you want to kill the girl who's clearly harmless. Then there is the second victim of the murderer, who is a male this time. So from that last clip I slow it down so you can look at the characteristics in more depth. As you could tell, it was a male and he was white. He looked to be young, younger than the murderer. The culture and ethnicity of the character and its background looks to be about the same as the other victim and the murderer. And from the victim's wealth we can see the clothes aren't the nicest, so perhaps he's from a lower social class than the murderer. So from the murderer of this victim, I think there may be a stereotypical reaction this time from the viewers, as he seems more of the type of victim to be murdered, as from a lower social class, looks to be a bit rough, having a cigarette, and is young, so he could be in all sorts of trouble, etc. So overall, I chose these characteristics for my characters as I think it represents that a victim or murderer can be anyone, and realistically there should be no stereotypes set on the murderer or victim.